Here we go. We're going to look at the all the punches landed in the Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn fight, or rather the Jeff Horn fight, Jeff Horn Manny Pacquiao fight, since technically he won. We're not going to do any like real film study on like tactics and strategy and for this fight. Only because I want to kind of keep the videos kind of short, and most people are only interested really in the controversy, not how well Jeff Horn did. Although Jeff Horn did some really great things in this fight. Maybe I can do like a recap later. But I just haven't, this isn't a fight that for some reason I've wanted to go back and spend a lot of time reviewing. I just didn't, I don't know. The live feel of it is not super great for me in particular, as far as like for film study style. Even though it's much more interesting, I like the more, I don't want to say the more vulnerable the fighters look. The fact that the way that it was, the camera angles are shot, like the way that it's outside and you can kind of see, oh, these are real people, But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into the punches. So the first punch that comes out, the announcers say, this is like 13 seconds into the fight, the announcers say, wow, what a great shot landed by Jeff Horn. Really interesting. Whoops. So you see Pacquiao gets his glove up, and then you can see that it's just very obviously a caught punch. And I'm not going to show a lot of these punches. I show like a couple, I kind of crack and do show. Like this jab right here, you can see that it just barely misses, right? Boom, just barely misses. And he kind of gets credit for this, for a lot of these shots by the announcers. And right here, I kind of missed a right hand. Like, I didn't miss it, like, literally miss it, but when filming the video, I missed it. So he lands a right hand to the body right there. And then a left hook around the guard. Then that right misses. I don't know what happens with that shot. That one gets blocked. And he gets him on the ropes. Lands a body shot. Another body shot. I can't really tell if that one makes it around the guard or not. Let's take another look at it. Boom. Boom. I'm not sure if that second left. I don't think he does land it. But yeah, that looks like it gets around the glove right there. Not super clean, right? But Jeff Horn landing, like 5 or 6 shots right there. And we're not going to go over this one like super detail like we will the closer rounds because this round is pretty clear in Jeff Horn's favor. So Pacquiao tries to get his gloves up, and bam, you can see Jeff Horn's glove actually just cracks him. This was a slow-mo replay I had of it. Boom, and you can see it just very clearly catches him. And people like talked a lot about Jeff Horn getting his hand on top of Pacquiao's head, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Like, after you miss a shot, right, you control your opponent's head. That's just what you do. That's just what you do. That's boxing. Pacquiao feints him, catches him with the jab. Pacquiao hasn't landed any shots yet, and Pacquiao doesn't land either of these 2 shots. And Jeff Horn kind of lands that little hook right there. It's not like a clean punch, right? And he kind of drags it. It's not really punching. But then when they get in close, Jeff Horn lands that huge right hand just to the chin and then kind of throws him off. Jeff Horn was just so big. 2 body shots right there. Left hook to the head. Right through the guard right there. Body shot. Another body shot. An uppercut, and then Pacquiao lands a right hook. And again, we're not really counting right now just because I'm pretty sure no one in their right mind gave this round to Pacquiao. Pacquiao comes in, boom, and Jeff Horn just cracks him with that right hand counter. Just brilliant boxing from Jeff Horn so far. But Pacquiao, and this is where I was like, oh, for sure, he's going to knock him out in the 3rd round. I thought Pacquiao was going to get him. He gets him to commit to something, shoots off at an angle. What a brilliant angle, too. Just beautiful. Controls his head right there, and then just crashes a left hand into him. And look at Like, fucking A. Look at Jeff Horn's fucking face when he gets hit right there. Just boom. Doesn't even bring his head back up to look for a target. He's just throwing a punch, you know. Anyway, not that that's like super important, but it's indicative of the fact that he got stung by that shot. He didn't just walk through it. And then Pacquiao lands this like kind of looping hook onto Jeff Horn's chin. Not a lot going on right there, but I've got like a little slow-mo. So he throws the right hand. Oh, shit. And then he lands that cross right there after. And Pacquiao doesn't actually land anything in this little exchange right here. Just Jeff Horn, you know, outlands him probably like, you know, 10 or 15-3, something like that. Not super important what the number is because fights are won round by round, right? Like, it's interesting. I wonder how I'm going to see the fight because when I watch the fight, like, I don't smoke a lot of weed. In fact, I smoke weed very rarely. I actually only started smoking it for my boxing injuries. I got a kind of a bum shoulder right now, and for a while I was having some ab problems, or anytime I would do some like fucking crunches or like any kind of ab exercise, my abs would kind of seize up and they would kind of collapse on themselves. Like if you ever like squeeze a muscle like too tight and then you feel it like it pulling on itself, like you just went too far. Like over flexing, and that's kind of what my abs would do. So I started smoking weed like last year to kind of try to help that, and it's been amazing for like all my injuries, for my posture. But anyway, I was fucking ripped, man, when I watched this fucking fight. I was on vacation in the Bay Area and kicking it with my old homies, and we were just drinking, blazing, and watching the fight. It was pretty dope. Especially because they're not like real boxing fans. And the irony of it is we all thought Pacquiao was winning the fight. We thought it was, and then like I get a bunch of friends that don't watch boxing ever to watch the Pacquiao fight that's free on television, and they gotta say, man, boxing sucks, man. It's just bullshit. But anyway, I'm curious to see how I'll see the fight at the end when I'm done like grading all the rounds and getting all the credit for the punches. Again, you know, maybe I should be more thorough with the actual punch count in this round, but I thought this round was a pretty clear landslide for Jeff Horn. And we're gonna go into round 2 in just a few minutes. I gotta cut the clips and then use my video editor to put them together. Again, also I'm new with this shit, so some of it's gonna suck, but I'll do a little bit better of a job making sure I get all those punches, and I'll miss that body punch. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Later.